Good evening. Hi, I'm Charles Adaikkalam from Zoho. I'm excited and honored to be among India's top 500 value creators, contributing more than 1/3 of India's GDP as told by Dr. Arun. So I'm here to talk about completely a different subject from economics. So it's about software. So I'm here to, predominantly I'll be covering what a low-code platform is for any organization. And then towards the end, I will also touch upon how AI is impacting the low-code. If you really look at the core components of any company that's doing business, right, there are two aspects to it. One is the products and the services that it ships or sells to its customers. And the other aspect is the people and culture that led to those products and services. So these are the two major aspects. One is the customer experience side, and the other is the employee experience side. And technology, usually it bridges these two. So this is where technology comes. So technology lies right in the middle of these products, services, and people and culture. So these technologies are again catered by point products. For example, you have a point product for your CRM, for your HR, for your finance and whatnot. For all the departments in any organization, they would need a point product specific for that purpose. So these point products are mostly horizontal in nature. Like I said, like it will span across all the departments of a company. And these usually hit a glass ceiling. The reason being, each organization is very unique, just like how a fingerprint is unique for a human being, because the processes and these things are very unique. Although there may be some commonalities between companies, there is always a uniqueness about each company. And these vendors who provide these softwares, usually they provide it for a particular purpose on scale, which means not always the business priorities align with the vendor priorities. So when this happens, so people typically acquire softwares, buy products, and then when they come to a realization that like these things do not really align with each other, that's when they go for a solution. Maybe they could think of extending the already built, say, your legacy system, or maybe they may be planning to entirely outsource and then either build by your IT team or outsource and build the entire software as well. So this is what you call as digital transformation, right? Like, because like gone are the days like when you talk about digital transformation as something to go from pen and paper to digital. So today the digital transformation, the very definition of digital transformation, it's up in the order. Like it is about having to extend or build the existing solution, what to do with the existing solution. So when you talk about digital transformation, so these are some of the very popular digital products that is available for B2C. There is a lot of adoption to these things. Like any normal citizen Indian citizen, right? Like even a very layman person use all these things. So even in fact, like India is at that level, even more than the Western countries, we have advanced digital transformation to the remotest part of India. But when it comes to B2B, when it comes to the digital transformation inside an organization, this is what a McKinsey report says in 2021, that most of the digital transformation projects actually fail. So they take off very well, but do they attain what they were meant for? So it says like more than 70% of the digital transformation projects fail. If you really look at the reason why they fail, because there is a huge overload on the IT team. So one single IT team has to take the load of all the requirements from the organization. And then there are legacy system to bear with. Like, it may be okay in the initial years, but then as you move on, then you realize that it has to be modernized, and then you can't even leave it because all your process and everything is set around it, and you can't leave it, or you can't even modernize it. So that's a problem you have. And the third thing is like, there is, again, all these systems work in silos. For example, a work planning module do not talk with your leave planning module. If somebody is on leave and the manager approves the leave, and in the work planning, it has to be like, say, a team of 5 people, it has to move from 5 to 4. We think that the system would understand it. It will take the data from the leave module to the work planning, but it doesn't happen. So the manager has to approve there separately and then come back here and then plan for 4 people. So that's how, in reality, the softwares are there. And then, again, to the adoption. The technology may be good, but then it really depends on the person who is using it. It will be the same technology, but it may be, they may be using it very well, or they may not be using it. So these are the 4 major areas where, according to me, there is a challenge in digital transformation. And here's where low-code comes, actually. So low-code platforms really helps these pitfalls of digital transformation. And a Forrester report says low-code platforms make software development like nearly 10 times faster than the traditional methods. So this is because it is completely different from traditional softwares, and the very definition of low-code platform is that you focus only on the app logic. Meaning, like, you know what the requirement is, like you just focus on that, and the rest are mostly abstracted by the platforms. And it lets you build every type of applications, whether it is your IT team or you outsource it to another SI. So it helps you deliver your applications very fast. So the speed is the key for any low-code platform. So it can let you build internal applications, or like an approval app or a tracking app. It can help you build core systems like maybe even a custom ERP or a custom CRM. And it can even help you build portal applications like a customer portal or a vendor portal. And if you are an educational institution, it can help you build a student portal. And also it can extend your existing softwares. So you need not even replace them. You can really extend your existing software and then build applications on top of that. So I can cite many examples for this. For example, Big Basket, they took a low-code platform which I represent, like Zoho Creator, for their pay-to-procure process, and they completed the entire project in 3 months, which otherwise would have taken like at least a year or more, actually. And low-code platforms, generally, they focus on every department. They are department agnostics, and they are industry agnostic. And using low-code, you achieve all the goals of digital transformation. So mainly, like I said, it helps you build faster solutions, and it also improves the experience of both the customers as well as the employees. And also, the major thing about this is like it values the uniqueness of the organization. So it is not that, it's not like a typical very software which doesn't bend to your organization. It is so flexible that you can easily customize it and you can bend it however you want. And then finally, it facilitates the IT team and the business team and helps you have a better synergy for that. And Gartner predicts today, globally around 15% of organizations have adopted low-code platform in there as part of their digital transformation, and they predict in another 5 years, it will increase to 80%. And I'll just end this with this. So with all these things, I would say like no session is complete these days without talking about AI. So I wanted to add these 2 more slides. So what happens when low code meets artificial intelligence? So with the speed of low code and the power of AI, it completely transforms how you build an application and what you build. So these days, if you really see like about the digital products, right, be it music or movie, right, there have been good number of transformations in terms of distributions. For example, back in those days, like there were record players, cassette CDs, and floppy disk, and then streaming happened. So a lot of disruptions happened in the distribution, but never in creation, actually. So with the advent of AI, there is a huge leap in terms of creating. So everyone can create, actually. Everyone can create a music today. Everyone can create a document today very easily. You just describe few words and then you get a document out of it. And the same thing, disruption is coming to software as well. And it really helps amplify what low-code wants to achieve as well. So it helps you build applications very intelligently, okay, with just with a voice or with describing few words. And also it helps you build intelligent apps. Even though you are not a, say, machine language expert or an artificial intelligence expert, a normal lay business user can build an intelligent application using low code. So you can build applications today using prompt or voice or images. And you can also build applications that are very intelligent in nature. For example, it can predict fraud detection, it can predict how the sales is going to happen. And it can also detect the objects easy for scanning even in warehouse and so on. So a lot of intelligence is added by default into the applications. And in short, like low-code plus AI is the intelligent automation, which is what I would call. And you can meet us at booth to know more about this low-code and about Zoho Creator. So we are seated, we are just there right outside. And if you need a demo or something like that with us, you can as well, like you can scan this and then you will have a very personalized demo for your organization. Thank you.